Sawadee Cup and welcome to another episode for the Funkit Pod. And this time it's again Media Prof reacts to, well, what I'm reacting to, right? So last time I reacted to House of the Dragons and I realized it was not the best time to pick for recording because I recorded on a Monday morning here in Thailand, which is basically when the new House of the Dragons drops, like Sunday night in the States, right? So while I was recording, it was almost already obsolete what I said. Fantastic. I might learn from that. Maybe I have to adjust recording times. Let's see. I still react to House of the Dragon. To House of the Dragons, episode 5, I think, was the one from last Sunday. So while I'm recording, episode 6 should be dropping, I assume. I still have something to say or want to react just a little bit, not in too much detail this time around. We'll save that for the end of the season or if something really crazy happens. But one thing that really I didn't understand, I do understand, but I didn't understand the choice, is that time jump. And I watched so many explainer videos that I mentioned last time, Emergency Awesome, Alt Shift X, or I hope I don't mess up, a few others, and they all like, yeah, we see like this 10 years time jump, but it's like without explanation, out of like, it was a bit weird. There was like no transition there, right? So it was a bit awkward to me to see that simply 10 years or whatever have passed without an explanation in the show. At least I didn't see any. It's not like, now they're all older now. That's not how you learn it. But if everybody else is okay with it, then good for everybody else. It bothered me a little bit, to be honest. Other than that, also, and I have to say, those explainer videos, they add some context to everything, which is nice. But you can't expect people to watch like 30 minutes to an hour of explainer videos to an hour show that you're watching once per week, right? So the show by itself, the episode by itself, was weird. I don't even know what else to say. Like, when the trailer then dropped, when they're all older now, right, and she has the baby and she runs to show the baby to the queen, it's like, why, huh? And now Rhaenyra doesn't look as much as Rhaenyra anymore. Like, and just from the trailer, it doesn't act as much. I don't know. It's just that the vibe is just really off. I don't know. Maybe it's just me clinging on to the good old Game of Thrones days, and not being open-minded enough. I'll try. I'll keep watching. I'll try. Maybe I'll get around to it. But it's just, and then like I said, this transition to now they're all older. Take it. They're all older now. And then they, like, just the behavior from the trailer compared to then the show, and like that Rhaenyra just changed from being that rebellious kid to then, no, okay, I'll do what my dad wants, basically, because, well, I have to save the realm and there needs to be a Targaryen on the throne. Like I said last time, right? It all happens rather fast. Like those character changes, they happen. The build in the show is super slow. Everything is super slow, but then those traits, those characters change like on a whim, more or less. It's not a whim, but it's just the change in character happens so fast while the rest is built very slowly, if that makes sense. That's at least my feeling, my opinion there. I'm not hating, I'm still watching it, so please let me know if I misunderstand something. Again, not hating, that's just what I feel right now. And I'm still curious to see how it continues. I'm still curious to see what's going to happen and so on. So all there are all for watching it, and if someone can explain it to me, I'm all for it. But yeah, so this pod right now is not that much about House of the Dragons, as the last one was. It's just a very quick one, and then maybe in more detail once I've seen 1 or 2 episodes. I've heard, I think, Emergency Awesome or Alt Shift X. I'm sorry if I mix it up. Talking about it, like season 9 in Game of Thrones was supposedly like the big one, and so they're expecting like season 8 or 9 in House of the Dragon also be like a crucial one. So maybe we do one afterwards, a breakdown of what happened, how the character traits mix, or even align with like how they've acted in previous seasons. The only thing that really is beneficial, given that the time jump is, you can say, oh, they all changed so much because so much happened in the past 10 years, right? So I'm complaining, the characters changed so much. You can just say, well, it's been 10 years. They experienced so much happened. Of course they change, which is, I guess, fair enough. I just think maybe there's a better way to portray that. Okay, but enough of House of the Dragon. I think that's enough. I'm going to talk more about in detail maybe after the first time jumped episode is done and we see how they all behave as adults. So then maybe we can break down a little bit more. Maybe also break down a few of the characters. I think that would be interesting. I'll do a character breakdown later. If you're into wrestling, check it out. My Wrestling Wednesday will break down a wrestling character. But if not, then maybe we will do this for House of the Dragon 2 to just focus on a few characters there. All right, another thing that I wanted to talk about in the Media Prof React 2, and it's in the second 5 minutes of the video, or the quick pod, if you're listening, I appreciate it, by the way, is Andrew Schulz, the comedian, stand-up comedian, Andrew Schulz, who had his special Infamous released on his website. He made like a big deal out of it. Like, I bought my special back from the streaming platform because they wanted to censor me. And so I released it by myself on my website. You have to buy it. And then after you buy it, you can stream it. And then you can keep the link forever and stream it forever. So now he put his special out on YouTube after most of the bits already have been posted to Instagram anyways, like by him, of course. My first reaction was like, haha, see? Apparently not enough people streamed it or bought it. My second reaction was like, actually, yeah, why not? Kind of smart. I mean, he still monetizes it with like, I think there are three ad placements in there. Like 3 YouTube ads are placed in there over like an hour of special. And then he's sponsored by a betting website, which is so ridiculous that that's allowed. A betting website sponsors him, and then he has like 2 recorded announcements in there where he breaks a special, interrupts his own special, and then talks about the sponsor and urges you to gamble, basically. All right, so then I thought, okay, fair enough. If you then have a sponsor and so on, you still monetize it, okay, great. Then he makes the comparison that it's like, well, first you have the theatrical release, you go to the cinemas, and then you get like the streaming release. Which I understand the comparison. I don't think that comparison holds up though, because no one who streamed the special from his website went to a theater to watch it. If you stream it from his website on your laptop or on your iPad or you stream it from YouTube, doesn't matter. Quality is the same. So if there would be a difference in quality or something, then I'd say, okay, cool, yeah. Now it's just like 2 or 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, maybe even, and then that's it. So I don't see the. So you never know which narrative to follow, right? So I think, and this is just me thinking. I think he probably made enough money, at least to pay for it. I assume. I don't think it was as successful as he wanted it to be. Guessing, maybe I'm completely wrong, and then congratulations. I'm not hating. I like the guy. I watch lots of his content. Got lots of inspiration from his content. Right now, I'm not the biggest fan anymore, but still enjoy listening, watching. So no hate there. I just think maybe it wasn't as successful as they thought it would be, and that's why they're trying to pull this right now, maybe publish it to YouTube sooner than expected, or sooner than planned. That's just me guessing. Maybe I'm completely off, then I'm off, and please do tell me, and if I'm off, then congratulations to him for just being nice right now. I also have to say that now, while watching a second time, I watched it once in the stream, of course, and once and now a second time. See, so I do support, I'm not a hater. Paying hater. There's still a few parts in it that made me chuckle again, which was nice. I am not sure which special made me laugh more. Andrew Schulz in Infamous or Brian Callen Man Tears, to be honest. The thing with the Schulz special, and I'm not sure if it was planned, there were like 2 or 3 interactions with the audience that I didn't enjoy as much as I usually enjoy his crowd work. And I know a few of the jokes just went on for a little bit too long. But again, I'm not the professional, so it's just what I'm feeling, right? While for Brian Callen, I found it like to be to borrow a phrase from all the stand-up comedians on all the podcasts, very tight. It's got a tight 40 minutes. So that's just my takeaway from watching both specials twice. I think I watched Brian Callen twice. I watched Andrew Schulz twice. And see, so again, not hating. I watch Schulz all the time because I think I can learn something from the way he presents stuff. Even though I'm not in stand-up comedy, but I think like just the way you present stuff is still very interesting. So you can take away things from different kinds of people who present in the public sphere. So I hope my presentation skills get better as well from that. But yeah, so takeaway. It's still funny. I'm not sure if that was the plan. Oh yeah, the one thing now I couldn't read my own handwriting in my notes. Oh God, academic. The one thing that I found very interesting. That's not just with Schulz, right? It's with lots of different people. It's like this support our guy. Yeah, support me. Ooh, we're like a team asshole army. That's how he calls his fans. What are you doing for me? Entertaining me? You're just shooting the shit right now. Like, especially the podcasts. The podcasts. Okay, sit down 1 second. Andrew, Akash. The podcasts are going downhill. And I know they're probably getting more clicks and more views because of the guests, and the guests are keeping it alive. But this non-prepared sitting down and just going, go on, is really annoying. It's not great, and it's not. I don't like it anymore. So I listened. The Brian Callen was great because of Brian Callen and because of Mark, who knows shit. I think he still feels the pressure of being prepared, I guess. But other than that, you can see that the fame is getting to someone's head, and I hope they're coming back down a little bit more. But, yeah. But says the guy with a microphone in Bangkok, right? So, I mean, who cares what I think? But just my feelings, my opinion. Let me know what do you think about it. Maybe I'm completely off. Happy to be corrected on either the House of the Dragon take or also the Schulz infamous / fragrant take. Did I just say fragrant? I've been in Asia for too long. I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me. The House of the Dragons or the flagrant take. All right, that's it for right now. The Media Prof Reacts 2. Next time I'll have a more detailed one on like just only one specific topic, but that's just the two things I watched this week that kind of like stuck out to me. I also want to do one on Media Prof Reacts 2 and then how this like serious things, for example, the media coverage of Iran right now, because I think that's also... Oh, that's the media, man. I'm an academic working in the media field, right? And you see why they're doing what they're doing, but it's just so frustrating because the media could do good, but they choose not to do it. And it's not because all the people are bad at work in the media. It's because they all have KPIs they're all employed by someone who pays their bills, and they have to follow what's best for the company. And best for the company is not always do good. Best for the company is get clicks and views and sell ad space. But maybe we have another one pretty soon on Media Prof Reacts to the news, for example, so that we can tear this apart and see where we could do better. That's it for now. Media Prof Reacts to House of the Dragons, the time jump in particular, and Andrew Schulz infamous being now on YouTube. Let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you listening. Do like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. If possible, rate that thing on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to, because then a wider audience will find us, and that would be appreciated, so we have a bigger discussion. Until then, as always, stay safe, take care. See and talk to you soon. Sawadee Krap.